Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. I've been playing Sword of Legends online now for a bit over 2 weeks, both from the Chinese and Taiwanese client. I've been asked by people on chat and YouTube about my opinion of the game, so I thought I'd make a video about it and talk about some of the things I've tried and how I think things might turn out when it comes out in global. In terms of PvE, you have your typical normal 5 to 10 man dungeons, and then you have the raids which are 10 to 20 man. You can either sign up by using the LFG button in the game or look for a party manually. You also have event dungeons, which seems mostly to be minigames such as Bomberman, Snake, and Cooking Course, for example. I have videos on my YouTube channel, so you can check it out if you want to. I would also like to talk a bit more about the classes, but from the experience I have, most people were running the dungeons with the new classes which we won't have on global. But I thought I would at least try to give you guys a brief overview from what I've seen so far. And do remember that this might change whenever you're running higher tier dungeons or when we get it in global. But from the classes we are getting in global, I saw that most for DPS were running Spell Swords in ranged specialization. Then you had Berserkers and Bards. There were a few Spearmasters from time to time. I barely saw any Reaper DPS though. I don't know why, but most of them were running as supports. When it comes to healers, it was kinda even between Bards, Summoners and Reapers. But someone did tell me that having at least one Bard in a group is very useful because of the observation shields they give. And when it comes to tanks, we have Spearmasters and Berserkers. Spearmaster seems to be a bit more on the defensive side, while Berserkers have a bit more DPS. It might be that people prefer running Spearmaster because of the big shield they give to the party. Okay, so let's talk about dailies and alts. You can do dailies, like you have a couple of dailies every day, and they're pretty easy to do. And overall, they almost require no time to do. Like it goes really fast to do all of them if you want to. The problem is you can do them on every alt. And yes, every character has their own dailies. And a good way to earn gold from what I've seen is to actually do the dailies. Which means you kinda wanna do it on your alts, all of your alts, every day. And then just trade the gold over to your main, if you like trade it with a friend or something. I'm not sure, and I probably think though there is better ways to make gold. But this was one of the better ways I found out in the beginning at least. So depending on how we get it in our version, making a lot of alts could be really good. If you have like the energy to do dailies every day on every alt. Alright, so let's get over to PvP. For PvP, you have a few choices, even though we're not gonna have all of them on global. But you can duel people, you can sign up for 3 vs 3 arena, you have battlegrounds, and then you even have like faction PvP and faction zones. And you also have the guild versus guild battles. I tried almost all of them except the guild versus guild. But overall, the PvP is really fun in my opinion. It's running pretty smooth even though you're running with 200 plus MS, which I were doing. In 3 vs 3 arena, you are climbing in a rating, which is pretty fun to try and just get as high rating as you can, just to get a bit more reward from it. But there was also a way to create something called a combat brigade, which I assume is an arena team. And while you do have the arena team, you do get like special rewards for queuing up as those and climbing the leaderboards. But you get rewards such as like titles, a special like frame for your profile. So that is pretty fun. It's a good way to like reward people. When it though comes to battlegrounds, there will be different ones available per day, and there is a few days where like maybe 2 of them are open at the same time. But you also have another battleground which is more of a mini game in a way. One of them, for example, is that when you start the battleground, you pick out 1 out of 3 creatures that you transform into, and then you try to take over points and attack points. So at least you're gonna have something else to choose from. But if you want like strictly PvP in the battleground, you might have to wait for like a specific day where you wanna run your favorite battleground, which I think is gonna be in a way a problem for people here in the West, because we do like the PvP a bit more than what Eastern people usually do, from what it looks like. And another thing that might affect PvP overall, and it really might turn a lot of people down, is that it's time gated. Even like the faction PvP is time gated. So what it is from about 10 AM to 1 AM you can sign up for PvP and you can do faction PvP, but after 1 AM everything just shuts down completely. You can't even faction PvP from what it looks like. And I know that this might like cause a problem in the West, because you're gonna have the people working late. Maybe people like to stay up late during the night and play, but you're not gonna be able to PvP then. So hopefully they do change this. I really hope personally that they do. I don't mind the battleground like different days, even though I would rather have all of them. Because you have different ones like 10 versus 10, 15 versus 15, and then you have the 5 versus 5 versus 5 versus 5. And all of them are pretty fun. So hopefully they do some changes where we just have to wait and see and try the CPT whenever it comes out. And the last thing I would like to talk about is player housing. It's a really fun thing to do actually. So what you do is you buy your own island, and it costs 800 gold. I'm not sure if it will be the same price for it on global whenever it comes out. So you just have to wait and see about that. But after you bought your own island, you get a teleport to it, so you can teleport. You can upgrade your island. You can get NPCs to it for like auction house, storage, etc. You can also add like training dummies to test your DPS. You also have 2 harvest fields and 2 ores that you can mine. And then you need to like craft furnitures, trees, etc. what you wanna put out on the island. And there you can also have like a spa bath where you can chill and hang out. Apparently it restores energy somehow. I haven't tried it out because I never really used up my energy, as I was mostly PvPing. Overall I think like the game is gonna do well. It's not gonna be the next WoW killer, that's for sure. Because the whole aesthetic of the game, some people like it, some people don't like it. But I've had a really fun time playing these 2 weeks, and I'm really looking forward to the global. And I do hope we get like the older version, so we start on a lower item level, so we're gonna have a lot of dungeons to do, which is gonna be super fun. There's no pay to win either in the Chinese or Taiwanese one. It's only cosmetics. So we just have to wait and see what Gameforge is gonna do about it. But it's been really good. It's been super fun. I'm super looking forward to the CBT. Hopefully within a few weeks from now, so we can try it out and see what we think. And then hopefully they release it like early summer. It would be super nice to do. So thank you everyone for watching. And if you have any questions, just feel free to ask them here on YouTube, or you can drop by at twitch.tv/KeysNTTV and ask away. I stream every day from 4 PM GMT +2. So drop by, say hi,